Hey everyone, in our previous episode, we talked about Sitting Bull's early life and his rise to prominence as a leader of the Lakota Sioux tribe in the Great Plains. We also touched on the violent conflicts that were happening between the indigenous people and the US government at that time. In this episode, we Lions meet a remarkable woman who was deeply affected by the plight of the Native Americans and dedicated her life to helping them. Her name was Carolyn Weldon. She was born in Switzerland in 1860 and moved to the United States with her family when she was still a teenager. Carolyn was an artist and a passionate activist who had a deep love for the indigenous people. When she heard about the atrocities that were being committed against them, she felt compelled to do something to help. Despite the fact that she was an outsider, she wasn't afraid to speak out against the government and fight for their rights. She first met Sitting Bull in 1880 when she visited him in his camp. At that time, he was just a chief of a small band of Lakota Sioux people who were struggling to survive on the reservation. But Carolyn saw something special in him and in the indigenous people as a whole. She believed that they had a rich culture and a valuable way of life that needed to be protected. So she decided to move in with them and learn their customs and traditions. She became an unofficial advisor to Sitting Bull, and together they worked to improve the living conditions for the people on the reservation. She helped them build schools and churches and even set up a medical clinic. But her work was not without its challenges. She faced opposition from the government officials who were trying to force the indigenous people to assimilate into white culture. They didn't want the Lakota to preserve their traditions and way of life. And they did everything they could to stop Carolyn from helping them. Despite the obstacles, she remained committed to her cause and continued to speak out against the government. She wrote angry letters to the officials in Washington, D.C., demanding that they respect the rights of the indigenous people. She also tried to bring in supplies and donations from the outside world to help the Lakota people on the reservation. Carolyn Weldon was a remarkable woman who dedicated her life to helping the indigenous people of the United States. Despite the challenges and obstacles she faced, she remained committed to her cause and worked tirelessly to improve the living conditions for the Lakota people on the reservation. Her story is an inspiring example of courage, compassion, and dedication to social justice. Thank you for watching. See you next time.